Hey, this is Dr. Berry. For the next few minutes, let's discuss some of the videos that you may have seen on YouTube or Facebook and articles you may have seen in major news media about, is the ketogenic diet dangerous? Now, obviously, this is a very important question if you are eating a ketogenic diet or you're contemplating starting the ketogenic way of eating. And so I love the ketogenic way of eating. I'll just tell you right up front, I'm biased towards it, but I'm happy to be shown wrong, to be proven wrong. And you can see this evidenced in my past by the fact that I used to recommend the American Diabetes Association diet until all of my patients kept getting fatter and sicker and more diabetic on it. And I woke up and I said, that's dumb. I need to stop recommending that and find out what diet will actually help reverse type 2 diabetes. Same goes for obesity, fatty liver, arthritis, skin conditions, gut conditions. And so I'm happy to be proven wrong. And if you know of any research that proves wrong some of the points I'm about to cover, please post them in the comments below. I'm happy to get respectful disagreement. Being disrespectful will get you blocked, but respectful disagreement and collegial debating and discussion, I think that's what we all need to be doing, because basically what we're all trying to do is get rid of the misconceptions and myths that we've all been populated with over the last 60 years, thanks to big food and big pharma and all of their billions of dollars of advertisements on television and in magazines. We've forgotten how to eat as human beings, as Homo sapiens sapiens. And so what we're all trying to do is figure out what is the proper human diet and then eat that, because that's obviously got to be the healthiest thing for a human being to eat. So I saw a video recently that said that long-term keto is very unhealthy, very unsafe. And these are some of the following things that this person cited as examples of how keto was unhealthy. First, he cited the epileptic children who had seizure disorders that were treated back in the 1920s with a therapeutic ketogenic diet. Now, they were not eating ribeye and broccoli and that sort of thing. They were being basically force-fed liquid industrial seed oils like cottonseed oil, corn oil, soybean oil, that sort of thing. That's what that, and so they were having to drink almost pure fat in order to keep from having seizures. Now, and so the research does show that these children had increased rates of osteoporosis. They had decreased growth curves. They had more kidney stones. And I do think that the therapeutic prescription strength ketogenic diet that they were on is very unhealthy, but it's not as unhealthy as having daily unremittent seizures until you die. And so, with regards to these kids, I think the doctors are doing exactly the right thing because it stopped their seizures when nothing else would. But the ketogenic way of eating that I talk about and that many of my colleagues in this sphere talk about is definitely not drinking cottonseed oil and canola oil. That is not keto, okay? And so this person used that example and said, see, it messed up their growth curve. They got osteoporosis. They got kidney stones. Yeah, but no one's recommending that as a diet. And so I'm afraid that this person didn't even actually read these studies. He just saw somebody else's opinion about them. But when you actually look at these studies, these children were not eating a nutritious whole food ketogenic diet. So that argument falls flat on its face. Either the person who made this video didn't read this research or just is trying to sell you something. I don't know which. The next that they said was, there's a complete lack of prebiotic fiber if you're eating the ketogenic way. And first of all, that's not true at all. Secondly, anybody who ever tells you that they've got the gut microbiota, the gut bacteria, the flora figured out is lying to you. We need to be doing so much research about the gut bacteria, the trillions of bacteria that live in our intestines, because we have no idea which ones are good, which ones are bad. And so anybody who says, I've got it figured out, these are the bacteria you need and you need to avoid these bacteria, they are either ignorant or they're lying. They're either trying to get paid or trying to sound impressive, because no one, even the bench researchers doing the research, we still have no clue which bacteria, which ratios, which ones you should try to annihilate other than C. diff and other ones like that. But we have no idea. No one, even the scientists who are studying this, have no idea what the proper ratios for these thousands of different bacteria are. But this person said that you don't get prebiotic fiber in a ketogenic diet, and therefore it's very unhealthy. And so, first of all, let me just dispel that. If you want prebiotic fiber in your keto diet, all you have to eat is flaxseed, you have to eat chia seeds, you have to eat asparagus, and you have to eat some raw garlic and some raw onion and some raw leeks. You can any combination of those is going to give you all the prebiotic fiber that your gut bacteria may or may not need. We don't know. But if you feel in your heart of hearts that your gut bacteria are demanding prebiotic fiber from you, eat some raw leeks, some raw onions, some raw garlic. Not too much of those are a little carby, but you can eat lots of asparagus, you can eat chia seeds, and you can eat flax seeds, and you're going to get all of the prebiotic fiber that you ever need. You don't have to buy anybody's prebiotic fiber supplement. Hint, hint, you don't need that, okay? And I'm afraid that the person that made this video is about to come out with a line of prebiotic fiber. Just a guess, I could be wrong, but you don't need that, okay? So the next thing they said is it will mess up your gut bacteria. It will mess up your balance and your ratios. Back to what I said earlier, we have no damn idea what your proper this to that ratio should be in your gut bacteria. We hopefully will someday know that, but right now we don't know whether our gut bacteria basically formed over the last few hundred years to cope with all the carbohydrates we're eating, or if there is some beautiful ratio of this bacteria to that bacteria we should try to work for. We have no idea. And as soon as we know, we'll be happy to know that and we'll put that into practice. But anybody selling a probiotic or a prebiotic fiber or anything biotic, anything gut flora, anything is taking a shot in the dark trying to make money off your ignorance because they are also ignorant. We don't know, okay? And I'm happy to admit, I don't know if we need a certain gut bacteria or if we don't. I don't think anyone does. Now, if you know of any research that disproves what I'm saying, please put it in the comments below. I'd love to read it. The next is that eating keto long term all the time is just like having chronic stress in your life. So eating keto would be the same thing as having a marriage that you're stuck in and hate and two jobs that you hate and you're stuck in and you can't get out, because those are examples of chronic bad stress. I completely disagree with this. I think the ketogenic diet is sometimes a stressor on your body, but it's a good stress, like learning to play the piano. That's stressful because you fail and then you try again until you succeed. It's a lot like doing a high intensity interval training three days out of the week. That's very stressful on your body, but it's good for your body. Okay, I think the ketogenic diet, if you can even interpret it as being stressful on your body at all, is a good stress, just like learning a new skill, playing a new sport, or high intensity interval training. Those are also stress, but they're good stress. And I think the ketogenic diet, if it's stressful at all, is good. This person went on to say it's just like the Atkins diet, and we all know everybody failed on that. Actually, I don't know of any research that shows that the Atkins diet did anything to anybody except help them lose weight. So I don't know if that's really a valid example. The next is that, oh, and this is from another expert in the field, is that if you don't eat 7 to 10 cups of vegetables a day, the ketogenic diet will give you fatty liver. That's a quote. And that's absolutely 100% not true. I, as a practicing physician, have followed some of my patients who have been doing keto for 3 years or more. And I've watched their ALT, their AST, and their GGT levels go back to normal as they reversed their fatty liver. You don't have to eat any vegetables on a ketogenic diet if you're eating those vegetables to prevent fatty liver. That is a myth. That is a made-up thing. Also, this person has if you're unable to eat 7 to 10 cups of vegetables every single day, they have a greens powder they're happy to sell you. I don't think that's necessary. I think that's a waste of money, and I think that's false advice. The next is that, well, then the other ones are that, you'll get keto crotch, which I already made a video on this channel. You can watch that. I'll put it here at the end. And then the other thing, the newest thing is, you'll get atrial fibrillation if you eat low carb. Problem is, the study they're based this on, the lowest carbohydrate intake was 44% of the participants' diet. That's not even close to low carb. In my opinion, that's high carb. And so, yes, I think high carb will increase your risk of having atrial fibrillation. But a true low carb, whole food, real food, ketogenic way of eating will reverse fatty liver. It will decrease your risk of atrial fibrillation, and it will make your crotch divine. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please take 1 second and click that subscribe button and the little bell button right beside it. It's down there somewhere. That'll help you get a notification every time I have another bright idea for a video like this. Obviously, you can tell from my video, I will not be getting any sponsorships from Big Food or Big Pharma. And so if you'd like to help me have a little more time to make videos just like this, you can click on my Patreon link. It's right down below. You can sign up very quickly and throw a buck or two my way so I have more time to make videos just like this, so I don't have to start selling greens powder or prebiotic fiber or other things that you need to do keto right. Okay, this is Dr. Berry. I'll see you next time.